Today is all about the chicken checkup. I'm also going to tie this in with how did I know that Coconut had an ear infection. Chicken checkup. Previous video that we had about spending time with your flock. So the benefits of spending time with your flock, one of those is normal behavior. You will become aware of what normal behavior is for your flock. And when something is amiss, something is not right, you're going to notice. And that is how I noticed that something was wrong with Coconut. Really, I'm busy. Ears have these bristle-like little feathers, and I noticed that one of them was crusty, which could indicate that something is wrong. There is an infection somewhere. Now, a chicken can get an ear infection. It can be either fungus or it can be bacterial. So I do advise figuring out what that is so you can treat it properly. We did go to the veterinarian. She was put on an antibiotic, an injectable antibiotic. I injected her twice a day and cleaned her ears twice a day for 5 days. Although I'm still continuing to clean her ears, make sure that nothing is coming back. But she is much better now. She is out with her flock during the day. She's kind of hesitant to stay with them at night. She cries and she follows me back to the house. It's kind of sad. Go over, all of those body parts and do a simple chicken checkup. You can do it once a week. You can do it on the fly, if you're out in the yard and you have access to one of your birds and they're not crazy to run off. They are very tough. They don't want to seem weak at all. Are y'all done yet? Guess is Coconut. We're gonna do a little demonstration on her. We're gonna start at the bottom of her foot pads. You're gonna check for any type of scabs, splinters, thorns, bumblefoot, anything that looks hot or red. You're gonna move up her legs. You wanna check her vent. You wanna check it for lice and mites. You can check up underneath her wings. You can listen to her breath sounds. I don't see any nasal drainage. I don't see any gurgling, coughing, wheezing. And if you'll look very closely, I'll show you her ears. This is her little ear, and she has one on both sides, obviously. And as you are doing your chicken checkup, you can smell. Does it smell sour? Does her breath smell sour? These are indications that there may be something wrong with her crop, something wrong with her ears, an infection. You want to check for anything that seems tender, something that may be hot. Those are all indicators that something may be going wrong. And she is a feather-legged bird, so these birds are more susceptible to scaly leg mites. So you want to be very careful and get in there and check on those. She's very vocal. You also want to check inside of her mouth. You can gently tug on the bottom and open, and you're looking for any type of cankers or gapeworm, anything that seems out of normal. Hi. You also want to check their crop. If you're checking them in the evening, their crop will be full. If it's not, then that is an indication that something is definitely wrong. In the morning, their crop should be flat against their chest. You can check their eyes. If you notice any bubbles, that's a concern. Look at their comb. What? It is kind of hot today, so she is panting just a little bit. So I'm going to put her down and let her go find some shade. Bye, girl.